So, yeah, wanted to go over my run at Push More Buttons. For anyone who didn't know, I was actually up in Minnesota this last weekend. Events to Compete were nice enough to fly me out for one of their events. How did it feel to beat Mango and Project M? Extremely good. Extremely good. There was a lot of, matchup inexperience on his part. That kind of helped with that, but, yeah, I had actually played Mango in the past. In one set in Melee at West Coast Smash League. And he beat me with Sheik, and then... well, I took a game from him, take a game from his Sheik in Melee, but he wasn't really a Sheik main, so it was kind of like, but yeah, obviously being able to play against one of the best Smash players of all time and take this set is it's something that I will put on my grand list of accomplishments. One day whenever I sit down and have to list them out. Last question is probably annoying, but do you think Smash 4 is ass or underrated? Smash 4 Roy? Smash 4 Roy is not really that great. He might be a little bit underrated. There are some people that say he's like bottom 5, which I don't think he's quite that bad. But, I don't know, it's hard to say. Smash 4 is relatively well-balanced, and I don't know a lot of the bottom half characters too well to be able to say, oh, this one's clearly worse than Roy because X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I don't know, it's not something I really, care too much about or want to think about too much. Roy's just fun. I know he's not particularly good just because of, the different values he has, but...
An earnest disciple.
Thanks for the follow. Add online. Sorry, my chat is covering up my my followers. So let's see if I can fix that. Actually, we'll put this over here. There we go. Okay. But yeah, thanks for the follow. Oh, add online, I guess would be the how that name is. But yeah, I'm not particularly concerned about where Roy is on the tier list.
A wise decision.
Thanks for the follow, Soul Jisoo. I mean, I played Melee Roy for a long time, but I knew he wasn't good. It's just, I enjoy the character, I have fun. I know I'm not going to be winning a bunch of tournaments and making a ton of money, but that's okay. I had my time in the limelight. I had my time where I was living off of PM winnings, and I was lucky enough to be able to do it for that point of time.
Welcome to the Hamlet.
Thanks for the follow. Okay, is there Kami? But yeah, so Push More Buttons. Was up in Minnesota. Yeah, Events to Compete was nice enough to fly me out. Which ended up being...
Enjoy your stay.
Thanks for the follow, Romar. Decently big tournament. 180 people. I actually did fairly well. I got 13th out of 180, which is not bad. Other notable PvP player, Exax was there, who was I think 39 on Panda Global's ranking, he actually ended up placing lower than me. He got 17th. Who did he lose to? Actually, let me pull up my so you guys can see the page I'm looking at. There we go. Is my chat working here? You should be able to see chat on this screen still, or the Twitch chat. I don't know if it's just Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, Zelda and Jigs aren't particularly good. Pretty hard to see the chat on this. Oh well. Yeah, let's see. Exax. Who did Exax lose to? Exax lost to Jibka. I'm not sure who Jibka is, honestly. There are a lot of people from Push More Buttons, that region, that I'd never heard of before. Lots of new people. Hey, what's up, FGug? FGug. Yeah, I did pretty good. Cleaned my pool up pretty well, 2-0'd 3 people I played. An interesting thing that happened in the pool is Ryu recovering. It's like sweet spotting the ledge with his up B. I was able to fall down below it and put a down air in between the ledge and him and trade with his up B and still get the spike, which is interesting. I was kind of surprised that it worked, honestly. Maybe something we can try to do more often. Yeah, there is a Seth in top 48, which was kind of like whenever I sat down and looked at her, I was like, hey, what? That's not the people I played. Oh, it's because that's not me. That's actually a Seth. And then the Seth one. Oh, they didn't have my sponsor on there. That's a shame. Oh well. What's up, Schwing? How's it going? Adair is really great for egg darting if you manage to land it. Like, landing the sweet spot is pretty difficult. Jibka is Cloud Pit, who's number 10 in Minnesota. Okay, cool. That's, yeah, definitely an upset then. Exex losing to him. In my opinion, anyway, since, you know, Exex is ranked so high. I didn't get to play with Exex at all. Over the weekend. Did he... Okay, Exex lost to Seth. Again, didn't really play Seth at all. I got to play against a decent number of their higher level players. I think I should go for the Dare more. I've been working on trying to get it more. It's just actually landing it is pretty challenging, and then if you miss with Roy, then you know you're flying off stage and in a position where you can get tapped and die. But yeah, I played against at least in friendlies, played against Naoto, played against Shinjobi. I actually did pretty well against Naoto. He's a mostly Little Mac player, from what I saw. I actually have Little Mac experience, because I played against like Little Pac and a couple of Little Macs down here. Hey, what's up, Schwing? Yeah, I guess if you can hear me now, if your computer's not lagging. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Kind of relaxing after getting back from Minnesota. Oh yeah, that's one thing that I saw on the matches you sent me, Romar, is landing the falling down air from bull hop. Those are so tasty. It's so great landing them. Like, get landing kills with those. It's the best thing ever. Why am I so good? Because I've been playing Smash for over a decade. 2, I'm dedicated, so I know a lot about the game. I know a lot about competitive mindsets, and yeah, I'm passionate about the game, so I'm willing to set the time down to do stuff like this and analyze my sets, analyze my matches, talk about why I lost, try and figure out what I can do better, etc. My thoughts in detail on Roy vs. Zero Suit. As long as we don't get grabbed, I think Roy vs. Zero Suit's not bad. Grab's hurt. If she whiffs grab, we can end her pretty hard. So that's like one of the big things, is trying to avoid her grab setups, punishing her whenever she does go for them. I kind of wish I could change the color of my font on my chat on my stream. I imagine you guys, anyone watching on the YouTube afterwards, is probably gonna have a hard time reading it. I'll have to look into that. Is it possible for a noob to win nationals? No. However, it is possible for a noob to get good and become a pro and then win nationals. Yeah, Zero Suit neutral air is good, but it's a little hard for her to set it up since she has to short hop and then do it and then fall. We can do rising neutral air to cut through it and like beat out her positioning, so it can be kind of tricky for her. Dakpo has some trouble in the match against me. There were 180 people in this tournament, and I placed 13th, so not bad at all. Yeah, people I lost to. I lost to Knight, who's a Rosalina player, who actually ended up doing pretty good. He got into losers finals, so he got 3rd. His Rosalina kind of bought me, honestly. it was pretty rough. I don't know. It's hard to really say what I did wrong in this set. I got killed on Duck Hunt pretty early by an up air, which was kind of bad because, you know, Duck Hunt's a pretty big stage. So the fact that he could get in position to set that up is bad. He also low profiled my neutral air with up smash at the very end. What's up, Tracy? But yeah, like we were in a position where like we were both on stage like fighting against each other, and he was in shield, and I short hopped and I neutral aired, and I don't know if he ran out of shield or just jump canceled jump canceled up smash out of shield, but he actually ducked underneath my neutral air and then hit me, and then I died. It's kind of like okay, it's interesting. Next time, please get top 8. I will definitely try. Foxtrot to perfect pivot. That is one thing that I want to be working on more. Which was one of the reasons why I bought the new controllers. One of my new controller is to work on perfect pivoting more. Unfortunately, none of my matches got recorded Or wait, that's not true. One of my sets got recorded. I think it was me versus Ziga. Yeah, and Ziga plays Meta Knight. Kind of a sloppy set, honestly. Well, like a little bit of spaghetti on both of our parts. A lot of people can crouch under short up air, rising up air, yeah. Yeah, with the up air on, I was on duck on. Which, yeah, like you may have not heard me say, Tracy. I was kind of surprised that I got hit by it because, or that I got killed by it anyways, so early because duck on's a fairly large stage. Yeah, they are pretty. Extended dash dancing I don't think is so controller dependent, but perfect pivoting I definitely have noticed that, which is why I bought the new controller, one of the new Smash 4 controllers. So perfect pivoting feels really good so far on it. I only got to practice it a little bit. Day 2 of this tournament, which was just like friendly stuff, but yeah, I think that has a lot of promise. I think it'll be a. Yeah, that'll definitely be worth putting more time into. I think the fact that we could like jab, perfect pivot, tip, jab a shield, and be outside like their range, and then perfect pivot backwards. I think that sounds pretty good. Perfect pivot shield might be good, yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know if I would necessarily want to be perfect pivoting into shield when we could be perfect pivoting into spacing tools like down tilt and jab. But that might be a decent way to move, or like bait out like stuff like Fox dash attack, since that's one of the annoyances of his dash attack. Since we can't actually dash and shield since our dash is so long. I don't know. It just seems like the movement in general will be really good, and also something that's really fun. Like the very little bit of it that I ended up doing on the second day, I really enjoyed. Yeah, I'll have to see how good it is in the long run as far as like actual optimization, but it seems like it shows promise. But yeah, so I got kind of bodied by Knight, but me against Ziga. Game 1 was pretty close. I ended up winning. Game 2 actually had a pretty silly ending, where we were both at super high percent on our last stock. We were both at like 120, and I went for we had some shenanigans that happened, and I went for an up B at a shield and I missed it, and then he flubbed his input afterwards to punish, and ended up doing a side B, and pulled up for whatever reason to try and like make it a little bit safer. Like falling off stage, and so I just spiked him.
Another loyal devotee.
Thanks for the follow, Tracy. But yeah, so yeah, that was kind of a silly ending. Where like it was like very obvious he was gonna die, so like, well, I might as well just spike you because that's the flashiest way to end you. But it was kind of silly. Yeah, so that set. Kind of silly, but 2-0 my favor. Knight kind of bodied me. Let's see. In losers, I played against Favor? Don't know how you pronounce that. He's actually a Samus player, which was interesting considering we were playing in like top 16 of a 180-person bracket, Roy versus Samus. Spikes are very satisfying to land. I do love them myself. Oh yeah, the runoff spike. Is that? You can see that one. That one felt extremely nice. That was one of the first time I was like, wait, I can trade with people's up B with my spike. Huh, maybe I need to do this more. Maybe I need to try this more often. Cosmos did do really good at Low Tier City. I kind of wish we had seen him play against more of the out-of-state people, or out-of-city people. He got a lot of his bracket was DFW guys, but yeah, the Roy Dare spikes make life worth living, if nothing else. So I played against Favor. I actually do have some Samus experience, playing against like GameProd Samus and a couple other random people. So I knew what to expect going into it, and I don't know how much Roy experience he has, but a solid set in my favor. The next set was a complete blowout. I play Modi, who's apparently one of the higher ranked people, I think in Minnesota or Wisconsin, one of the two. He plays Bowser Jr. And I had absolutely no clue what to do against him. He basically side beat at me over and over, and he mixed it up in different ways, using like whether or not he's going to shroud up down there to try and go for damage or pressure, or like jump to cancel it, or a spin to go like a little bit faster to slow it down. But the most, like 95% of our set was me trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do about his side B, and not really finding a solid answer. I was trying to do, so against the down air is unsafe on shield. I was trying to do drop shield up tilt once I remembered that it was unsafe, and that wasn't working. So I think we're gonna have to go, or I'll have to go for something a little bit more consistent, like F tilt or turn around jab or something. Okay, cool. Yeah, I could definitely use some more friendlies with Bowser Jr. I played against like Oracle's Bowser Jr. a little bit, but that was so long ago. You can grab him out of it. That is interesting. Oh, the hitbox is so small we can just grab him if he's driving at us. Huh. Which kind of makes sense. Like, it seems like the hitbox shouldn't be that big, but my idea was to like either nair or jab him out of it. Nair goes too high, actually, and I never got the timing down for jab because he mixed up his timing well enough. But I guess that would be a good thing to do. Yeah, if you can just grab him out of it, then you could just shield if you think he's gonna side B at you, and then grab on reaction if he does come at you. Like Sonic Spin Dash. Yeah, it is kind of like Sonic Spin Dash. Not quite as fast, but still, you know, still kind of scary. And then I got caught by stuff with like you can grab Sonic Spin Dash, which makes sense. Sonic Spin Dash is super fast, though. Grabbing that on reaction would be really hard. Maybe possible. Maybe something to work in on as well. Yeah, I also got caught by other shenanigans, like whenever he got me off stage game 2 and I was on the ledge, he just up B at the ledge, and I stood up into it at like 70% and just died. Which is kind of like, okay, you hit me with the move. That's kind of cool. Oh, that move killed me. That kills the Roy. So lots and lots of matchup experience that I did not have that led to the set going pretty terrible. So I was pretty dissatisfied with the sets where I lost, but overall, my placing was still fairly good. 13th place out of that's not me. Where am I? Seventh? Did I get 7th place? I don't think I got 7th place. I'm not sure how the maybe because there were 4 people in this pool, because this was only 2. This is one of 2 pools, so that should be 13th. Yeah. Yeah, because so 4 from this pool, 4 from the other pool, which means 9th would be the 2nd place in this pool, and then 13th. So yeah, I did get 13th place. So in the overall bracket, I got 13th. Overall placing. Yeah, because there were as you can see here, it feels like it pulled up. Yeah, there were 2 different brackets. So. Oh yeah, did we place the same Jibka? So we did. How was your set against Exax, Jibka? I didn't get to see a lot of top 48 because I was busy either playing myself or like running around doing PM matches or other stuff. Current mood is Roy's Nair back hitbox. Right? Yeah, Romar. That feeling when it's like, oh yeah, that move hits like that. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, I died. Oh well, shit. Diddy is pretty tough, yeah. Greninja, I think, is pretty tough. I think DK so far seems pretty tough. There are lots of ones where I'm like, like they feel hard, but I don't know if they're actually hard or if it's just like an experience or like ways I can get around it. Yeah, Austin players are supposed to be at the weekly tomorrow, so we should be able to play against them. Game 2, I completely downloaded my movement habits and was over in like a minute. Game 1 ended in mid-stage max rage. I feel like 60. Ugh. Game 3 changed habits, still close, but he died to a poorly DI dash attack. Okay. I'm just. I'm actually not 100% sure who XX plays. Do you play Sheik against you, or DK grabs are the worst? Yeah, I think you really do have to do that, Romar. You have to play super defensive and like wall DK out with Nair, because trying to go into interactions and getting grabbed at 70 and just dying. Or I guess technically if you DI back, you survive until like 81, but yeah, getting grabbed at 80 and then dying is it's not a good look. Not a good look at all. Hey, what's up, Nightwing? How's it going? What do I think about Brawl? At online? Brawl was alright. It wasn't... It's honestly not a very good game. Yeah, I mean, for its time, it wasn't bad, but I would not want to go back and play it again. XX plays Fox, okay. Yeah, I don't know if he plays Cheek against Cloud, usually. Okay. But yeah, good stuff beating him. Roy would actually die at 0% from Shuttle Loop. Although most characters die from Meta Knight at 0 from offstage Shuttle Loop. Super defensive DK takes 6 minutes a game to beat. Yeah. No, I started up the stream not too long ago, mostly talking about all the people I played. Have I ever played Armada? I played Armada in Project M at Skatar 3. He kind of ledge camped me with Pit, and I don't really know what to do about it, so it didn't go so well. But yeah, so that's something I need to work on. Bowser Jr. experience. I don't know, like, there's like part of me that's like, man, that set sucked, and I need to get better at it. But on the other hand, I'm like, how many other Bowser Juniors am I actually gonna fight? It's like there are like 2 of them, right? Like there's Modi. Obviously, there's like Tweak. If Tweak actually wants to play more Bowser Jr., I don't know. Are there any other notable Bowser Jr. players anywhere? I don't know. I haven't heard any. Kill my friend's Dark Pit on the edge at F Smash at 40%. Yep, I've definitely done stuff like that. It's pretty funny things. I got started in competitive Smash through... Well, the reason I got into it in beginning is because I saw the old DBR combo video, Shine Blind specifically, and thought it was the coolest thing ever. So that got me into Smash boards, and then, you know, the whole shebang. Tweak's going back to meaning Bowser Jr.? Okay, that should be fun. Castro and Austin for Bowser Jr.? Roy Mewtwo matchup? It's interesting. I'm jealous of his down tilt, and it makes our, like, spacing, or our, like, offensive spacing kind of hard. Like, spacing jab against him isn't near as good as it is against most characters, but kind of same thing with DK, where we can space nairs and it can be difficult for him, and we hit him really hard. And he's pretty light. He's a really great weight for Nair combos. Like, I'm pretty sure we can get forward throw Nair. I've gotten forward throw Nair against Mewtwo at 0%, which you can't get against almost any character as far as I understand it. Though I haven't tested whether or not that's due to DI or if it's just because Mewtwo's so freaking big. How did it feel to reverse up B with Roy to punish a failed rest from H-Box? Extremely well. Extremely good. Felt extremely good. That was the only game I took from him, too. I would have killed him. Like, if I wasn't Roy, if I had just had standard fully charged F Smash to do, I still would have killed him, but it was funny to be able to do it with the reverse up B. Yeah, there are a lot of characters that have the combo down tilt, like his melee down tilt. I'm kind of sad that he doesn't have it. Hey, what's up, Cell Ape? Cell Ape? Cell Ape 92? Couldn't. Had to read that one a couple times. I don't know if it was like Salap or Lape or what. Cell Ape. Looks like that makes sense. But yeah, that was my run for Ryu, for push buttons. Something to work on. I'm really excited to working on perfect pivoting into the game. Being able to do like extended foxtrots and crouch sliding and perfect pivoting sounds like moving around in lots of fun ways. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll be at Shockwave. Oh yeah, it's a good question. If anyone in here actually was watching Push More Buttons. I don't know how, I know I heard some chatter about the stream being offline. I don't know if that was mostly Project M or Wii U. Yeah, good. Oh, you did watch Cranium? Dang, Jibra. Yeah, CEO was pretty nuts, so. But yeah, I got to play Naoto's, like I mentioned earlier, I got to play against Naoto's Little Mac a good amount, which actually won most of the games. Although I do have some Little Mac experience, and that feels like not a bad matchup. Roy getting Little Mac off stage is pretty hard for Little Mac. Might I go to Midwest Mayhem 4? Maybe. Not sure. When is Midwest Mayhem 4? I probably won't be traveling too much because honestly I'm broke, but I'm gonna try to make it out to some things. Yeah, I played Shinjobi in friendlies on day 2, and honestly I didn't actually know it was Shinjobi, which I feel kind of silly because I had watched him play in top 8 the day before, so I should have recognized him. But yeah, I think Shinjobi won almost, if not all, the games against me. It's kind of rough. There we go.
Loyal devotee.
Another loyal devotee. Thank you, the Ryan neighbor, for the follow. July 9th for Midwest Mayhem 4? Yeah, I won't be able to make it out to Midwest Mayhem 4 just because that's so soon, but I don't know, maybe in the future. And actually, this next month especially is going to be pretty busy because we've got all the different Arcadians for DFW Smash. It's going to be Melee and Smash 4 and Project M all this next month. So, advice against Little Mac: jumping's all right. It's not terrible. Respecting his side B is important against Little Mac, whether it's recovering or just on stage. Like whenever he's at a slight negative frame advantage, sometimes they'll just side B to try and like get back towards center stage and like blow through whatever you're doing. So shielding that and then like dash attacking him and pushing him off stage can very oftentimes lead to just a completely dead Mac. Yeah, I think that's about all I have to say for Push More Buttons. That was fun. I really enjoyed myself. The hospitality was really good. All the TOs took pretty good care of me, and you know, get to meet lots of new faces and hang out with people. Commentated top 8 of Wii U with Nightwing here in the chat. PM went all right. I did actually enter PM singles and PM doubles. Me and iPunch Kids teamed, which was a lot of fun. We got bodied a little bit. Hey, what's up, Master Seth? But iPunch Kids was fun to team with. We haven't actually teamed before, but we worked together pretty well. We got some pretty cool, pretty sick stuff. Like there was one point in time where I grabbed a Zelda whenever he was behind me towards the edge of the stage, and I downed through the Zelda, and he full hopped and then dropped down and got the side B and spiked the burned bar to turn it into a spike to end the game and the set. So that was pretty sick. Ripple and Marshall was one of the teams we had to play against, and they chewed me to pieces. Like they just very clearly went after me and just kicked me over and over again. Like there was one point in time where I had 1 stock and iPunch Kids still had 4, and it felt kind of awful. And then the reverse sort of happened in like I think it was semi or losers quarters. It must have been. No, semis because we got 4th. Losers semis we played O'Reilly and Kells, and both those characters, Fox Falcon, made it so iPunch Kids had a really hard time just doing anything in neutral. So I feel like we kind of got out-charactered in certain points. But it was pretty fun overall. Project M singles, kind of frustrating. Well, you know, one of the things I don't like about Project M is that in some ways it can be more passive than Smash 4, just because dash dancing is such an easy way to not actually like create any interactions in neutral, and anytime your opponent tries to do anything, then you just punish what they do. Which, the two people I lost to, that was sort of their overall game plan. Kel's very defensive dash dancing movement. I mean, his movement was really good. I have like absolutely no shade to throw at him. It was just frustrating, since that's the thing I really hate about the game. And lost to Connor's DK in losers top 16. DK obviously my favorite character in all of the Smash series. Yeah, our commentary was pretty good. Yeah, I felt like we did well. We meshed really well, despite the fact that we hadn't commentated before. Nightwing felt smooth. Yeah, all the stuff I mentioned afterwards, I didn't have any major complaints. I actually, like, going back and thinking about it, I realized like the stuff you were talking about whenever like you're trying to throw a ball my way for me to continue on, and I kind of dropped it here and there. But other than like one or two occasions, I felt like we did really good. Yeah, I guess that was one of the awkward things about me and IPK teaming, is that both of us punish super hard if we ever got an opening, but Roy's not really great at creating openings, especially in certain matchups, like against day-to-day Game & Watch. That's Roy's has got like that was actually what I was talking with IPK afterwards, where I was like, yeah, I really should have switched to Marth, if only to be able to actively fight Marshall's Game & Watch at the least. Because even in teams, Martha's pretty good against Game & Watch. Commentating is pretty challenging stuff, and it's a completely different skill set, really. Why did I main Roy in Melee? Because I'm stubborn, and because, like I said, the stylistic choices. I like sort of the simple characters / people.